I'm going to show you an air gun and a shotgun. It's a 410 shotgun, and it's a 45 caliber air gun. They're kind of close in comparison to power and stuff. This particular air gun is a carbine version, but the regular version has a 7-inch longer barrel, and that's the one I'm going to be referring to. So this is a 457 Texan Carbine. There's a couple of models of 457, which are the longer version. One has a sound suppressor on it, or a sound moderator, and the other one doesn't. Mine has aluminum air bottle on it. The more powerful one has a carbon fiber bottle. It increases the power by about 25%. So the one that with the carbon fiber bottle with the longer barrel is the one that I'm going to discuss. Okay, with a 410 shotgun, what I'm going to be talking about is using slugs. And what I'm talking about with these two guns is using them for deer hunting. 410 isn't a popular gun for deer hunting. The slugs come in a shot shell similar to this. This one has buckshot. I don't have any 410 slugs that I could find right now. But it would look like this. And this is a 2.5-inch shell. There's also 3-inch shells for 410. But in the end of the shell would be a 1/2 ounce slug. And give you an idea what a 1/2 ounce would look like, even though this is a 45 caliber and 410 is 41 caliber. This one right here weighs 230 grains. Okay, so about that much right there that you can see above the tip of my thumb would be about 100 grains. All right, about 109 grains. So it's 109.375 grains per 1/4 ounce slug. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside now. I'll just leave it there. So the bottom half would be right about 109. All right. With the 410 slug, it's advertised at 765 foot-pounds of energy, and usually you won't get that. You get a little less. That's at an advertised 1,775 feet per second. And in the ballistic gel, that would penetrate about 8.5 inches, is the average. Ballistic gel is clear gelatin that's thick, and the FBI uses that to test penetration. So a lot of shooters do that too. Now with the 457, with a carbon fiber bottle and 7-inch longer barrel, that one can produce an advertised 754 foot-pounds of energy, give or take a few pounds. Usually somebody would shoot with something in a medium range of the weight of the slugs. But to get the most energy out of the slugs, the Mr. Hollow Point slugs, I think, are the ones that get the most energy, and the heavier slugs. The 520 grain slug shoots at 791 feet per second with 722 foot-pounds of energy. Okay. The 290 grain in my rifle is the most accurate, advertised, or said, that's what the company told me, was a 290 grain. And that is a ballistic coefficient of 0.200, which is really good. That means it withstands the wind real good as it's moving towards the target. And then the 350 grain is probably the better one for the the one with the carbon fiber bottle and the longer barrel. And that one has a ballistic coefficient of 0.250, so it's even better. I use both of them in this gun, and they both shoot about the same. The 350 and the 290 both pass through the ballistic gelatin completely in the carbon fiber bottle with a 7-inch longer barrel. So it has a complete penetration. So for deer hunting and things like that, it's pretty good. The 350, in fact, it's really good. The 350, has a hollow point on it and everything. The 290 also does too. I just want to show you the 411. Okay, this is a 411 grain. So about 20% bigger is the 520 grain. So if you want to compare that much lead to those other leads, even though the 410 has slightly more advertised energy, the kinetic energy of the slugs from the air rifle can have a big impact on like deer and stuff like that. So a lot of people are using these air rifles for medium-sized game hunting and stuff. 410 is good for that too, but it depends on what you want to use. If you want to use a quarter-ounce slug or something that's a little bigger, the 350 grain weighs 0.8, is 80% of an ounce, or 0.8 of an ounce, right here. So the 400 grain is really close to 1 ounce, like a 12-gauge shotgun slug would be. This just gives you an idea, if you want to get a 410, or if you want to get like an air rifle. The 50 caliber Air Force Texan has about 50 foot-pounds of energy more than the 457 caliber. All right, just sharing a little information with you. Giving information on the 410 and the 457. It's not a comparison. It's just showing you what each one advertised capabilities are.